Hello, everybody. Clickbait thumbnail, big red text. The best episode of seasons 2? Three question marks.
Are, are we
Red
gonna
arrow.
are we going to do that?
Red
The
arrow
thumbnails.
pointing to Fass. The greatest Freerin character? Three question marks. No, we're not going to do that. It's just like,
Okay, yeah, I was gonna like because I kind of like how low effort the thumbnails are.
no,
Um,
it's just going to be a screenshot. Probably a Fass, to be fair. Foss. I didn't actually pick up on the
yeah,
proper pronunciation. Who cares?
yeah.
Um,
Episode
one of the
five.
one of the better episodes of this show for sure. Um,
Yeah, it still took several opportunities to shoot itself in the foot and be boring in turns, but I mean
look,
before we're there,
listen.
yeah,
If that was all we were like if that was all Freerin ever did wrong, it would be like a solid show with some problems, as opposed to a
except that you
mania
could say the word
inducing
bad,
one. I mean, yeah, it you know,
right?
um,
In the first half of this
yeah,
episode,
you got the
we
floor.
go to some fucking place in the northern frontier.
Plateau.
Some people are talking about a guy called Fass. Frieren's like, I want to get out of here because I don't want to deal with this fucking guy. Um, and then they see him. He's like, Frieren, fucking help me! I've got this old liquor at the end of this tunnel. I just need you to undo the seal. And Frieren's like, no. Um,
And for
and
additional
he's
context, the liquor is like,
oh, it's the
um,
greatest liquor of all
yeah,
time.
hyped
Dressed
up
all
as
like
like
yeah, dressed all like
legendary.
ancient elven text. This
Yeah,
liquor is like God's own fucking cum. It's incredible.
please don't say
I
that.
don't like that I said that
Yeah.
here. But
That
no,
is
this
not what the inscription says. That would be an interesting direction for the show to take. But it
yeah,
does say some like, nectar of the gods or whatever the fuck.
yeah, no, it's incredible. It's the greatest drink to
Yeah.
ever grace the world. And Freyran is like very firm no, more no than usual. Because Freyran never wants to do anything for anyone. Um, but here she's like leaving, and
Hmm.
it's Stark and Farron have to coerce her into it.
Because
It's
they're like,
interesting. It's kind of
you
character
know,
development on Freeran's end. The reason she refuses is because she knows it will take a while, and she doesn't
hmm,
actually want to sit and waste a lifetime of her
yeah.
companions.
And then
More likely
Foss
because
is
she
like,
feels they'll like be annoyed at her rather than any actual concern for their own
look, even
well-being.
even even
But
that's development.
you know,
But like,
yeah, it's
but
it's
then
better than
Foss
she
is
has
like,
been.
I will give you 20 gold coins, and they're
Yeah,
like, for your Insama, we have to. That's like fucking
yeah,
incredible
yeah.
amounts of
Freeran will
money.
be minted.
Yeah.
Um, and they're like, fine. And as we go through the episode, it becomes clear that the reason Freeran doesn't want to help is because the alcohol in question tastes like shit. Um,
Which of course
and
she
it's
knows because
revealed
she's an
in a
elf and old.
yeah, yeah. It's actually revealed in a flashback. Where the plaque came from. Freeran knew the elf that wrote it,
Yeah,
and the elf that wrote
Milliard.
it has a joke.
We have to talk. We have
And
to pause to talk about Milliard, because Milliard is maybe the greatest. Like, the show has a lot of characters who show up, do one thing, and then never show up again. Milliard is easily the funniest that they've ever made one. Because Milliard's whole thing is like, yeah, I, like, hunted down this liquor and it tastes like fucking garbage. So I decided to write a rune stone about how great it tastes. And then Freeran goes, why? And Milliard just goes, I don't know, it seemed like something to do. Which is an
yeah,
insane response.
no, like that is genuinely funny.
Yeah,
It
like,
is
what?
genuine
What?
comedy that gets an actual comic response out of the viewer.
Yeah.
Maybe the first time that's ever happened in the show.
I don't know about the
Um,
first, but it's definitely Freeran's humor is like Freeran's attempts at humor come off as either, the good ones are usually more cute than anything, and the bad ones, which I would say is the majority of them, especially in this second season, are more like cringeworthy. Um,
yeah,
but
This is just
this
funny.
is this is a funny episode actually, like throughout.
Sometimes you do just like fucking, I don't know, graffiti a random brick wall to hype up the worst food you've ever eaten or
It's
something.
so I want an entire anime about Milliard. Like, what is her problem?
Yeah, no, it's peak.
Yeah.
And then it turns into a whole thing of like fucking we do it. We find the alcohol,
Yeah.
cue our flashback. Heiter really
Yeah.
wanted it.
Which actually, this drives me insane because the flashback with Milliard is a very rare case of the show actually using flashbacks well. Like, it adds
Yeah.
something to the narrative because we haven't heard of this character before, and it's
Mhm.
funny, so it's like a little bit of a joke. And then
Yeah.
immediately after that, when they finally get the liquor, everybody learns, oh, it tastes like garbage. We do the fucking mandatory flashback to the, Frieren's time with Himmel's
Heroes
party.
part,
And
yeah.
here's the tidy little moral of the episode segment, and it's like you didn't need to do that. Also, the thing that they try to get across with that is so inane, because Hater's thing is like, oh well, it tastes awful, but we're enjoying it with friends, and it's like, hey man, you know what else tastes better with friends? Good things.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
it's just such a dumb point.
I'm not as bothered by that because it's not even so much, oh, it tastes bad, but we were friends. It's we tried really hard and it tastes bad, and that's like the comedy for them. It's like, sure,
I guess.
I can respect that, um, but it's one of those. It's just a case of an actually like unnecessary flashback.
Yeah.
A bunch of the episodes, like, yeah, in a sense, most free run flashbacks are unnecessary, but the entire point of the scene will be the way in which that flashback ties to the present day to make both parts more effective. In theory, not an execution. But this is an instance where straight up, like,
You could just cut that entire bit and it
yeah,
wouldn't
and it's
affect
still
the.
completely
Yeah.
fine.
Better even, because it's, tighter and
Yeah,
less. Anyway,
yeah,
main flaw in an otherwise very good episode segment, I would say actually the whole bit with Foss on the liquor, easily the best thing in this season so far, like far and away.
Foss is just like such a funny little guy.
Foss is awesome, and I'm so sad we are probably never gonna see him again.
Like, you see Foss and you get pissed that every character in the show is either a human or like occasionally an elf. Because the dwarves are clearly awesome and Kino. Aizen is fun. I like his design. Foss has a great fucking design.
As you are seeing in the thumbnail right now, most likely. He is
Also,
just a
I
little guy
didn't
with a
mention
hat.
the other types of characters are demons.
Which demons in Frieren's universe are mostly just people with horns.
Horny people.
Yay. But, the best episode segment of the show so far, not maybe not the show, but like the season so far, easily.
Yeah.
And then we get into
That's
the
better
second
than
segment.
the second half of the first season, anyway.
Yeah.
So, best in a while.
Yeah. And then we get into
second segment. We're eating some crusty bread. This sucks.
It's hardtack, which
upon
the hardtack thing is like a complete tangent, but it's so funny to me that they just pick it up and crunch it, which I don't think is how you eat hardtack. But anyway, continue.
I've never eaten hardtack. I don't fucking know.
Who has? But
But yeah, get to this castle town. Farron's letting just fine because she's the first class hero, but we recognize Frieren.
Mm-hmm.
We then talk to the what title do they give him again?
He's the head of a trading company. His name is Norm.
Okay. Yeah, fuck Norm. We got the Norm. Norm, the head of this trading company, inherited it from his granddad's granddad.
His grandfather. 2 generations of his grandparents.
Yeah. But Norm was like, yeah, Frieren, you're in debt. Like 80 years ago, my granddad was like, lax on you, but I won't be. So, as we learn later in the episode, because yeah, shit's rough, and he knows that he can engineer a scenario whereby Freyren will do things that are ultimately very beneficial for his setup. But at that point in the episode, no, it's just, yeah, the guy's harsh on his debts. Um,
Which
cut to
is,
Freyren in
yeah.
rags with a pickaxe, making her face, and telling Vernon Stark, "Sorry guys, I have to go work in the mines for 300 years."
It's so,
Making
like, if
every
the show was just this, it would actually just be good. Like,
yeah,
like, I don't know what got into the series in this episode specifically, where it finally figured out how to do actual fucking jokes.
yeah, no, they're funny. They're absolutely
Yeah,
funny.
just like
Uh,
they collect literally everything on her person as collateral, including her fucking little
yeah,
ties that she uses to keep her hair in in pigtails. It's
yeah,
so funny,
yeah.
and
No,
uh, they
get
she
picked up by some buff
yeah.
guys and like carried away. They're drawn the way fucking like all buff scary anime men are. Um, you know,
Very funny. It's like
it's
something out of a
it's
delinquent manga.
yeah. No, it is. It's actually good comedy for you know.
Yeah, and then we spend the rest of the segment like taking the wheels off of that by explaining that actually Norm has sympathetic motives because he, knows with his galaxy finance brain that Frieren will be able to find a silver vein in the mine that he sends her to. And this is actually secretly he's got a heart of gold because he's trying to like finance all the infrastructure in the northern plateau, and it's like, okay,
Yeah,
I get it. Like, you're allergic to writing human characters with any actual depth. That's fine. Um,
this is
but
one of those things.
yeah,
Or I'll let you finish.
I kind of petered out there.
Okay,
So you go ahead.
fair. Um, this is one of those situations where Freerun the show is weirdly obsessed with creating contrivances with regards to a character's ability to ask Freerun for help.
Uh huh.
You know, frequently she outright refuses the call to adventure until she's just lightly coerced into it. And then as soon as you convince Freerun to do like the noble good thing, she's like all on board, and she has flashbacks about doing this type of stuff with Himmel, and it's like, why did you even refuse?
Yeah.
Although this time it's not about Freerun, it's about Norm.
Who is?
Norm just takes every single thing Freyran owns, gives her a pickaxe, forces her in the mines. When it seems like, because he understood this as his character motive anyway, it would have just been easier to say, like, hey, Freyran, you're in debt. You can even still make him invoke the debt if you want.
Yeah. It's like,
Freyran,
yeah.
you're indebted to us. The insurance has been built up like crazy. I'll clear your debt if you find silver in this mine. And
Something
the
that
reason
she
that's
takes
important to
like
me.
a day to do because
Oh yeah,
magic.
no, yeah. And you can just say, and Freyran, this is like a moral net positive because in doing this, we will create wealth for the landscape and be able to provide
Yeah.
better food infrastructure, feed our
It's
soldiers, protect from the
it's
harshness of the northern continent.
yeah, it's such a strange way that the show shoots itself in the foot at the last second with this episode, because
Yeah,
like you could have just done that. You could have also just made the guy a dick. Like, that's also
yeah,
fine. Or you could have made it that he's got like an actual like internal conflict about this, which would require actually fleshing the character out, as opposed to just being
yeah,
like, ooh, he's a bad guy with like a secret heart of gold, which the
yeah.
show is not unfamiliar with cliche, to say the
For
least,
what it's
but
worth,
it's just
obviously,
strange,
with
mainly.
any of these other options, we would not have our hilarious scene of Freyren being taken to the
Oh yeah,
mines.
which like
But then you get just the obvious conflict of, is it worth sacrificing so much of your writing for admittedly a fucking hilarious joke.
Yeah, it's like the
And I'm
thing
not
is,
sure.
I actually think the real problem is that the show tries to have it both ways. Like, we can't just have this guy be a dick and have his actions be funny. Because that would require writing a human character who is morally nuanced instead of just, inherently good like
Negligent.
most of them, or ha 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 cackly evil like Erbil is. Um,
Yeah.
th- and the show just won't do that for whatever reason. Uh, or you could make it like the thing that we described, which would be like a, like kind of just like a nice thing. Um, but it tries to do both, and in doing so, I think it kind of trips over itself and undermines both halves of the thing. Uh, and there's even a bit where she comes back the next day, and Fern and Stark are just sitting at a bench, and they're like, oh, we were talking about how we were gonna come rescue you, and then Fern is like, yeah, we were planning on raiding the mine tonight.
Yeah.
And that's like, if you had just made the guy a villain, which you're clear, like, as a show, you are clearly not averse to having villains who are just evil for no real reason, right?
Yeah.
Uh, if you had just made the guy a villain, you could have shown us that, and that would have been, like, also fun. And it's weird that they
Yeah.
tease that after deliberately not doing it. I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
it's strange.
No, this is a case where there is one thing they wanted to write and like 3 backup ideas they had. And so it just kind of tries to dip its toes in all of them. And so none of them work. You
Yeah.
know?
Which, mind
But the
you,
joke is still funny,
yeah,
admittedly.
mind you, compared to what we usually say about this show, this is a very minor criticism. I still think the second half of the episode is pretty alright. Not as
Yeah,
good as the
no,
first
I mean,
half, but that's okay. Overall, this is the best episode of
oh
the
yeah,
second season.
yeah, better than the
And
majority of the first season as well.
and I think we've kind of said pretty much all we have to say about it. Would you say that's accurate?
Yeah, like surprisingly, Freerun does its first
Yeah.
kind of okay episode. We've got some nitpicks and bitching to do,
Which,
but we get all out of the way kind of quick. This is the shortest episode,
yeah, well, here's the
far and
thing.
away.
Because I wanted to ask you about something which we can use to fill up the rest of the
Yeah,
runtime of this.
yeah. Oh no, I'm
Because
prepared.
the episode preview, which in Frierenkvetching, if you are somehow not familiar, I don't know, maybe you're just listening to these but not actually watching the show, which is odd of you, but it's a bad show, so I
Hi,
don't blame you.
Banda.
Hi, Banda. Um, like, the episode preview is like something about, oh, it's a request for a demon slaying mission, and it's
A
like,
demon
okay,
slaying request.
yeah,
A
so
demon
we're
slaying
getting
request.
back into that side of the show, which, to be fair, you and I have been complaining that the slice of life stuff has mostly been boring, and it mostly has been.
Yeah.
It's a little frustrating to me that the one time they finally get a good episode out of that, we're immediately
Yeah,
moving
the
back
episode
into the
outside.
but what if we kill all of the demons stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop the key visual open in
Yeah. Put this in a
the
video.
in the
I'll
thing.
also need to look at the key visual
Yeah,
myself. So yeah,
I'll link it to you as well. Don't worry.
Yeah. I just find the tweet. Yeah, I mean, fucking
Yeah.
next episode's Demon Slaying Instant. Before this episode came out, even
Mhm.
okay, the episode came out before Jin and I watched it.
Yeah,
They posted the fact that this
we're leading into this arc. Yeah, I guess so.
Is yeah,
with
it's like
this guy.
Key visual.
So
Also, notably, the show is taking a break next week.
yeah, it's off. So we've
yeah.
got time to collect our thoughts, and I wanted to ask you a question.
Please.
Just we can infer a couple things from this, right? Like, this is this guy's got horns, and he's wearing like a like a cool mask, so he's probably one of the like demon lord army demons. We've got, I think that's the monk and Methody from the Chunin exams arc. So that's, I actually like Methody, so that's a little exciting for me. My question to you is, what would this arc have to do to win us back. Because I
Yeah,
think
that
there
is.
are things it could do, but they seem so unlikely.
Yeah, God, it's one of those things where the best demon in Free was Zaltrak, the first one we saw.
Is that his name? I
Who's
thought his name was like Qual or something.
or I think yeah, it is Qual, and he uses Zaltrak or whatever the fuck.
Let me look
One
it
of
up.
those.
Yeah, it's
The first
Qual.
demon.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Qual is the best demon in the show because he's the first one we see.
Yeah.
And he is just like, yeah, I'm a remnant of the Demon King's army.
Yeah.
I'm an evil piece of shit. I respect magic as a thing. Um, and, he's a one and done, nice and simple.
Mm-hmm.
We've said it before. The easy free run demon fix is just have the Demon Lord's army demons exist as,
Like a faction with like
ontologically evil antagonists or whatever. And
Well,
they're just a
they
member of
wouldn't
this.
be. Like that's the
Yeah,
thing, right? Like they wouldn't be at
yeah.
that point. They would have like an actual
They would just be
motive.
assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if their motive is just they're assholes, that's fine. If it's just those guys are assholes,
Well, I mean,
Oh, they just want to. If you
it was,
belong to a fucking army whose sole thing is to sow terror and chaos, like sure, whatever, I'll accept that.
I
You
guess
know,
so. It would
take
still
over the
be a step
world.
up from where the show is at now. Um,
Yeah, and then just demons can just feel like a species. They're just chill.
so I like
In
with
that
all this in
regard.
mind, how are we relating that to this fella? Because we know they're not going to do that, but
Yeah, that's the thing. I cannot actually conceive of a version of his character that does anything to elevate the interest of how the show already operates. And I also can't imagine him seriously endangering any of our main characters at all either.
no, I mean,
So even that level of
I've
dramatic tension probably won't exist.
yeah,
Um,
we've
like
stolen before from Blue Sky the observation of like a lot of this show's fights are just people making the expressionless emoji at each other while shrugging off blows. So
yeah,
I would be
and then
surprised.
honestly,
I will say this. It would not fix my problems with the writing if this guy fights Freerin, which it seems like is going to happen, and actually gives her a run for for her money. That would be something, right? It would be something.
yeah, I don't know how much of a something it would be, but
Me neither, but it would be
it could.
like I would get that would be points at least, right? At
Yeah,
least that would be like okay, at least you're trying. Um,
yeah,
but I don't know. Um,
he can be like decently likable potentially, but
that's true. I mean, if he has an actual personality, that's also points. Most of the demons so far have been very dry. I mean, other than
yeah,
Qual and I guess kind of Aura, but not really. Um, they've just kind of been like, ha ha ha, I am ontologically evil.
yeah, it's one of those
Which,
things where so much of what they want to do is just make sure they can kill people with like no further
yeah, it's
there's like moral code or sense of personal interest or satisfaction. To where yeah, he might be fun.
yeah.
He could. I
If they
hope,
could just
honest to
break,
God, that he is.
yeah, like just do something. Like I at this point, like a turnaround on the actual way the demons are written is like inconceivable to me. I would be
Oh yeah,
shocked.
yeah.
And also, I feel like I would have heard about that by now because, you know,
I'm pretty sure I've
yeah,
heard it only gets more racist.
cool. That's
Don't actually
fantastic.
quote me on that for what it's worth. Like, if you're a Free manga reader, um, I'm not. If I said that I was wrong, I'm sorry. I only know what I've seen, which is all the anime, not the manga. Um, but
Josh, you love
I
antagonizing
fucking
our
actually,
mostly imaginary viewer base of free
yeah.
run
To be
apologist
fair, I did
viewers.
actually get like a fucking Tumblr reply one time that said, "Oh, the manga later on goes more into the demons." I
Okay, I mean,
If
hell,
that's true, I wonder what that looks like,
yeah, like
because
I if
the
if
picture painted of the demons early on is too
way too black and white.
nothing.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
if they actually course correct on that and actually nail it, I will happily eat my words. Okay, like
yeah.
genuinely, like I would rather the show. Like I think it does have other problems, but I would rather the show at least attempt to fix its biggest writing flaw.
Hmm.
You know, I that would be like a huge step in the right direction. I just
No,
don't
that's fair.
see
That's
it.
agreeable.
Like it, I would be surprised.
Yeah.
Like I said, I am
Uh,
excited for Methody to show up again. I like Methody. At least I think that's her. Is that her? It's kind of hard to tell.
I
Picture's
You're
so
asking the
fucking
wrong
small.
person. There's so
Yeah,
many
that's
fucking
Methody.
bit characters in a goddamn arc.
Methody is the like the healer lady from the she does like hypnosis
Like
from
I
the
kind of
yeah.
I do remember her, but also like I remember that she exists and remember maybe a scene. I don't even
Fair.
remember enough to have an opinion on her
I mean,
though.
okay, to be fair, it's not even that I like her characterization or anything. I just think she's, cute. But
Okay.
that's more
Just
of
want to
a
bring it
reason
in.
to like the
That's okay.
character that I get from most of the characters of the show, okay?
No, that's valid. That is valid.
Everybody's over here like, ooh, Fern, she's such a waifu, and I'm like,
Oh, milkers.
you people have no fucking taste. But anyway, complete tangent, and also not
Yeah,
actually reflective on the show itself. Just you know,
yeah.
So I don't know. That's kind of where we're at. The show's off next week, so I don't know if we're gonna maybe just do something else next week, or maybe nothing at all.
I mean, I don't.
Um,
For the purposes of these YouTube videos, I don't think there's anything we can or need to do. Um,
yeah, we could just watch something else. It'd be
yeah, I
kind of
mean,
funny.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I don't know. Do like
Doesn't need to
a
be a YouTube video though.
wait, no, can you do like discussing I don't know.
Project Akko Kvetching.
That would be a fucking swerve. I like Project Akko. I've already seen it though.
I haven't.
Well, I like the first one. Second one I didn't like so much. And honestly, Project Akko is one of those things where, like, yeah, I like it, but it's also very of its time, and it's a whole other conversation. Um, yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're kind of just stalling for time. Do you have anything else to say about this episode or upcoming episodes or anything at all?
I just think Fast was so awesome.
Foss was awesome. That's true. I can't get over. Okay, actually, I just can't get over Milliard
Yeah, yeah,
as a
sorry.
character. Like,
No, it's funny. It's genuinely fucking funny.
I.
Every other fucking alpha mate is the most boring fucking individual on the planet.
That's not true. There's the short one
No,
who well,
I
they're all
kind of like
short.
Kraft as well. Kraft doesn't really do that much in his like one scene he's in the show for, but
Oh yeah, no, the monk. Yeah, I forgot about him.
yeah,
Or
fucking
is he a
buff
monk?
Mc. I don't know. He's fucking buff McSexy. He's voiced by Takahito Koyasu.
Okay. Now we've
Yeah,
both expressed an attraction to a Frierenkvetching character in this episode, so now we can both die as equals when the
yeah.
revolution comes.
I express my attraction to Farron and her fat milkers every week.
You don't believe that, and I will not allow you to pretend you do on my YouTube channel. Fern is a character for people who are too young to know who patchouli knowledge is.
Yeah.
They don't have the patchouli knowledge. Anyway, I guess we're done.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of it. Subscribe, or we will. No,
Delete
I was gonna say we'll make a version of Free where Fast and Marriott, whatever,
Milliard.
are like the Milliard, are the protagonists, and I was like, oh my god,
That would
be
be
so
such a
good.
better show.
Yeah, yeah. So subscriber will do that because then free run fans don't get free run.
Yeah.
They get good anime instead, and they
Yeah.
don't want that. They want free run.
All right. We're getting antagonistic. Come on. All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Penis.